Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to build a simple form using Bubble.io, connect it to Make.com and automatically send the data into Google Sheets. So if you are using Bubble.io and you want to store user submissions directly into Google Sheets using Make.com, this tutorial is for you. We will go through how the Bubble app works, how it sends data to Make.com using a webhook, and how Make.com processes that data into Google Sheets. Now here's the app. We have three input fields: name, email, and address. Let's fill it. Test name, test email at gmail.com, and test address. I will hit the button send to Google Sheets. Yep, your data has been successfully saved to Google Sheets. Now, if I go to my connected Google Sheet, you can see the new data has been added. Test name, test email at gmail.com, and test address. Now, let's open the Bubble.io editor. This is the main page of the app. As you can see, we have three input fields, one for name, one for email, and one for address. Below those inputs, we have a button called Send to Google Sheets. This button triggers the workflow to send data from Bubble.io to Make.com. Now, let's walk through the workflow. Let's check the workflow. When the button is clicked, Bubble sends a post request to Make.com API. This is the action. After that, an alert appears showing a success message. This one. Finally, the input fields are reset. Now, let me show you the API setting. Inside the API connector, I have set up an API called Make.com Google Sheet. This one. Now, let's expand it. The action name is insert data. Now, let's expand it again. It takes in three parameters: name, email, address. Each of these parameters is mapped to the Make.com webhook, which receives the value from the input fields on our Bubble.io form. This is the API URL. Now, after this part, I will show you the webhook module on Make.com that receives these parameters. And this is how we send data from Bubble.io app to Make.com. Now, let's head over to Make.com. At the start of the scenario, I have added a webhook module. This is what receives the incoming data from the Bubble.io app. The data structure is already defined to expect name, email, and address. Next, we have Google Sheet module. And the specific action is add a row. This is connected to a Google Sheet and is set up to add a new row whenever the scenario runs. We map the data from the webhook that comes right before the Google Sheet module in the flow. Name from webhook goes into column A, email goes to column B, and address goes into column C. Now let's take a quick look at the Google Sheet. As you can see, the data from our earlier demo is already here. Now let's get back again. Finally, the last module is a webhook response. This sends a status 200 back to Bubble along the body message success. This is what triggers the success alert on the app. Here it is. Result of step 1 is success. This is what we get from Make.com. Let's go through a full demo now. I will fill out the form. Name John Doe, email john@example.com, address 123 Main Street. Click send to Google Sheets. It's a success. Now let's check the Google Sheets. Here it is. The data has been successfully added. Alright, to summarize, we built a simple form in Bubble.io, set up an API workflow to send form data to Make.com. In Make.com, we receive the data using a webhook here. Then pass that data into a Google Sheet here. This is a super useful workflow if you want to collect data from your Bubble apps without building a full backend. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.